trying to get more aggressive here. Going in at 95. Just got filled there at 95. Whoops, wrong button. Haven't really been seeing a lot of moves make it today. Broke a little bit past the former shoulder, give me a little bit more confidence maybe here for this one. I'm looking for a move over 715. Not sure if we're going to get it in the first move. I'm going to take some profits there. Take profits. I'm going to look for another trade on this one. I don't really like the fact that we've had multiple 12+% flushes on this one. Or 10% plus. Makes me a little bit nervous. That's why I decided to close it very quickly. We had the possibility for a move over 715, sorry. All right, guys, welcome back here, though. First thing, it's 9 a.m. It's Friday. It's March 15th. March 12th. So, it's been a hectic week here. Really, really hectic. Yesterday I had my first red day of the month. And today I'm actually red as well. I'm down $209. To this pre-market was pretty slow. We didn't really get a lot of opportunities. And I was, trading a couple of tickers. And I don't know. We just didn't really get a good resolution today so far. So I want to get aggressive, but today wasn't so far the day to practice being more aggressive, unfortunately. Let's see what we get here. This might be honestly one of our only tickers worth watching right now. So the catalyst is so, but it might amount to more than we think it will. Just because there's not a lot worth trading. ANIX US Diagnostics, 23 million float, 130 million market cap, announces issuance and publication of European patent for ovarian cancer vaccine treatment technology. That sounds pretty good. Well, let's see how much we're gonna be able to pump on this one. Michael says, come to pot and I'll have a cookout for you. That's hilarious. Bigger support in the teens. Let's just watch this one, see how it behaves. Possible fill at 17. Didn't get it. Moving it down to 15. Moving limit order. Just kind of watching it here. Buyers are strong on this ticker for sure at the moment. It's looking quite healthy. It's gonna potentially test, see how low it's gonna go. Bigger support there too, 725. We've had a lot of failed second pullbacks. That's why I'm kind of shaky right now. This is actually where I had all my losers today so far. 720. Definitely. Sellers there still. Support coming in, Trying to buy this breakout. Bought the breakout. Well, not the breakout, basically the pullback, and looking for that continuation. I'm not sure if we're going to get it, but there was a bit of a pivot on the order book. It's still looking kind of slow. I'm doing smaller size right now. Seeing if we could, start crawling in the right direction. We are holding this area okay. I tried to close there for break even, but I didn't get it. So yeah. I mean, even with small size, this ticker is a bit slower to trade than one would hope for. All right, I'm out of this one. Yeah, it took I don't know, that was pretty much a break even. I'm not even really sure. It's been a tough pre-market. Everything has, pops up for a second and then sells off again. I mean, we're really, having a hard time. A lot of these tickers I was green on. SEEL, I was up, I don't know, like $400 or $500 on that one. Just didn't really end up holding anything. So it's been tricky. ANIX actually had that pop, so this one could have worked out. So that's good to see. A little bit more follow through. Yeah, it's been shaky. ENTX kind of popping up here again. This is looking pretty good. Had a triple bottom. Now it's popping back up. Big resistance on the 9 EMA on the 5-minute. But lower high. It's not looking that great. Hey, AJ says, I'm watching this through Nintendo Switch. Is that a thing? Can you do that? Sounds really cool. Nice. Okay, ANIX. Great to see this one actually have a continuation. Looks like I stopped out right too soon. Luckily, I didn't really take much of a loss on this one. Unfortunately, I didn't, get a profit on technically a good move. So that's a little bit unfortunate. Overall, SPY is down slightly. Not a big fan of how ANIX goes on the order book. It's been of an odd mover. I think the biggest thing, obviously, with the news right now is Biden signing the bill, 1.9 trillion relief package. It's kind of nothing new. We kind of knew that was going to be signed all week, so that was looking really good. Did you guys watch the Tom Cruise deepfake? That was pretty serious stuff. Near flawless forgeries may be here. Ay. This might be a good article to review here. We also have some interesting catalysts going on with new tickers. Obviously, the Roblox IPO earlier this week, that ticker just doesn't really stop. We got Grab IPOing, or no, this was a SPAC deal. South Asian ride-hailing startup and talked with public via SPAC, going public via SPAC with a valuation up to 40 billion. Usually SPACs are around 500 million. They also say that'd be the largest SPAC deal by far. And yeah, that's true. That is a big SPAC deal. ARK Invest, the hedge fund, went long Roblox yesterday. And there was another kind of interesting article here somewhere. Yeah. Coupang gives that bell a ring. It's a weird way to phrase that. The South Korean e-commerce giant Coupang became the largest foreign company to make U.S. trading debut since Alibaba. Shares finished 70% higher. That's insane, giving the company a market valuation of 110 roughly billion. Largest U.S. IPO of the year. That's a serious IPO. That is like no joke size. Also, a 70% rally after the open is also very strong. So they seems like they undervalued it, and that's why SPACs are so popular, because SPACs go around the IPOing and give more money to these shareholders. And then also you could argue, or Roblox, they did a direct listing as well. So the traditional IPOs seem to be a little bit less favorable from an outside perspective. Some really random search terms. AstraZeneca vaccine was suspended over apparently somebody died after a blood clot. I don't know if you guys read about that. After reports of blood clots and one death. There we go. So Thailand on Friday became the first Asian country to halt the use of the jab. What is it called? The jab. So there we have it. That's the latest. Rates are nicely going down. There was a big spike here yesterday, but sometimes it's because several days they don't count it properly or get it reported properly. Desks are nicely down. So it's, overall rates are looking good in the States and also worldwide. Germany had like a little bit of an increase, and it's still looking like it's going up here, but hopefully that's going to fizzle out. Other than that, it's a pretty slow pre-market. Like, I don't really have anything too major planned. Obviously, it'd be nice to get back in the green, but, we really need some momentum kind of come through. ENTX is looking like it's making some moves here, so let's keep an eye on ENTX. Definitely want to keep an eye on ANIX as well. My problem with ENTX right now is all the lower highs it's making, which makes me not really too interested in buying it. It does have an increase in volume though, so it's quite nice, but those lower highs, they're just not really what you want to be seeing overall in my eyes. Here we go. There's kind of a little bit of a downtrend there, but volume is trending to the upside, so there is that. So that's technically a bullish sign, but a little bit of divergence we got going on. I must feel a little bit more interested to focus on ANIX. I got ENTX on my second screen, so I'll keep an eye on it for sure. That's a really nice offer, Michael. I wonder if ENTX and ANIX are really going to be the two lead gappers here today, or if something else is going to pop up. Obviously, we were watching SEEL. It's unfortunately the one I'm actually down the most this pre-market, but SEEL did have some good opportunities. This little run here, it was just very, very short-lived, and for some reason TOS is not showing my trades right now. But right around this area, I bought the pullback, and then I gave back pretty much all my profits right away. It also was my biggest size, of course, but yeah, that's just how it goes sometimes. NLSP. Back at it again. I wish I traded NLSP earlier, but somehow it, went right by my radar super, super fast. Let me see. Did I document this one yet? No, I haven't. So let's talk about a little bit about this one. I feel like I'm hunting right now. I'm just like hunting tickers, hoping we're gonna find something. Switzerland Biotech up 100%. So this could be the lead gap. Well, right now, percentage-wise, it is lead gapper. It's actually looking pretty hot based on how it's forming pre-market as well. Fairly recent IPO even. Full license to regulatory data package and proprietary know-how. Rare complex central nervous system disorders. Clinical stage pharmaceutical company. Sounds like really good. We are pleased to have obtained rights to this important clinical and regulatory package for Mesendol, as well as proprietary know-how that will save us time, reduce our clinical budget, enhance our clinical regulatory programs to advance Quillian's, our controlled release formulation of Mesendol. Sounds pretty good. Had a great first leg. Now it's consolidating. NLSP out of the gates could be a huge, huge runner. So I think it's definitely worth keeping an eye on. That high at 4. We're obviously way above that. So we could really map out pre-market a little bit more. At 684, we had the last hour, 4-hour close there, right below 6. Going to the 15-minute chart, we have bigger support roughly at 5.5 right now. Constantine's wondering if SEEL is rebound time. I feel like we're all hoping it could be. We're hoping something's going to rebound at one point. It's been such a slow pre-market. NLSP, ENTX, ANIX, SEEL. I think those are probably the most interesting. I mean, we got GIGM as well, CFRX, but I don't know. Those are, you know, really low percentage-wise. I'll see what happens. I do like kind of watching NLSP, so I'm going to keep that on my top screen. And quickly run to the restroom, grab a water, and I'll be right back. Actually, I think I have a water. Let me see. I do. Oh, sound is off. Thanks. Appreciate that, guys. Seeing, I appreciate the 40 rupees. I do appreciate that. I'm not even sure how YouTube handles it, but thanks. My thoughts on XEM. Well, I'm not really sure, but probably more exciting than any of these tickers we're looking at so far. XEM doesn't seem to be a ticker right here for me. So feel free to throw a different ticker on there, but I can't find it. XEM. NLSP is still probably one of my more favorite ones, with ENTX and ANIX, following us close second. I like the pattern on ANIX a lot. It's very, very similar to NLSP, almost in a way identical. So let's see which ticker could really pop. Obviously, NLSP is at all-time highs. And sorry, guys. ANIX is kind of chilling here at 7. With big resistance roughly around 9, but right now we're have a nice base below us, so that's really good to see. Most peaceful trader in the world. Probably too peaceful. Yesterday I was piecing out on all the good setups. It is Friday, so I'm not sure how much energy we're going to get in the markets today. Honestly, today would have been a day after watching pre-market that, I don't know, I would have probably came back to watch the market open. I didn't trade anything after like 7:45 or something like that, and pretty much all 8 o'clock was just a snooze fest. There was NLSP that popped up. I was too late to the party on it. Heck yeah, Jason. Got another two minutes here before the market opens. I got NLSP on my second screen. I think I'm really going to be watching that one. And then ANIX here as well. We'll see what we're going to be switching around with. Got good till day set up already on time of force. And Corey said, I lost my power to remove the text bots. What? How did that happen? Corey, I have no idea how that happened, but I did hide you on accident yesterday. I remember that happened. So when I hid you, it probably removed you as moderator as well. I apologize. I had no idea. I was removing it was an accidental. I was scrolling through the text and I the demotion is real. It's not real. The demotion is fake news. I do apologize that. Did I do something wrong? You took my trades. You front run me. No, nothing wrong. All right, guys, we got another 50 seconds here. Good luck, everyone. NLSP, ANIX, NLSP, everyone's watching for that, break. Are we going to break that 688.84 high? 1,000 shares ready to go on both tickers, ANIX and NLSP. Here we go. Which ticker is going to pop right out of the gate? It looks like NLSP did. Big volume there on NLSP. Really nice to see that. Shaky on NAIX. Long on NAIX and sold right again. I had sticky buttons here on TOS. I wasn't getting responsiveness, so I sold right away. We still weighed 8 cents a share very quickly, though. I would have wanted to hold longer, but I didn't like the fact that you guys didn't see it. It didn't really pop up, but I couldn't see that I was long. ENTX with a big sell-off there. ANIX looking like a possible point of a dead cat bounce here. Watching it for a possible move into the sixes, watching NLSP as well. New minute popping up real soon. It's a lot of sell volume on NAIX. Watching NLSP. Possible pullback territory here. Long. Let's see if we can get a breakthrough past 6.5. That's what I'm waiting for. Trying to take some profits off the table. Took the profits. Still watching this one. Could be a great second entry. So far, small size. This is looking like it's going to set up that second leg here. I'm going to put a limit order just in case. This could be the breakout. Possible move at 7. Kind of have to get a little bit more aggressive here at the market open. Could be a failed move there. I'm going to remove my limit order for now. Put one more back though. Just missed my fill there. Forming a doji right now. $6.9. So it broke past the high though. That's a good sign. TOS is a little laggy for me, but it's okay. I think everyone's waiting for a move over 7. I'm a little bit nervous it's gonna potentially flush, but it looks okay. I like the big volume here. That's making me very bullish. ENTX with the second most dollar volume, followed by SEEL. I don't like the fact that we had a fake out and then this thing's taking a while to continue back to the upside. That's the only thing making me nervous, but I still think NLSP is the best play right now, so that's what everyone's looking at. Did have 2 small trades on it. I think we're back to almost back to break even. We were down quite a bit. I was down around 400 pre-market, and then right when the stream started, I was down about 200. So now we're pretty much back to break even. choppy spot here. New minute about to start. Here's the possible break 6-9. This could be it. Let's see if we can maybe ride it. It's struggling though. That ticker had so many attempts to break out. $220 million volume though. That's quite a bit here being traded. ENTX with a big red to green move, guys. ENTX is halted. It's been halted for about 2 minutes now. Great move there. Yeah, see you guys calling it out in the chat room. Nice. NLSP breaking. Had an early entry there on accident, actually. Taking that profit. Let's see if we can get another fill on this one. Did hotkeys just now, if you guys were wondering. Very, very small trade there. So far the volume here is looking pretty bullish, so I like what I'm seeing. It's kind of one of those setups right here. It's a nice pullback, but it's one of those that in this last 2-3 days I've been giving back a lot of profits on this exact setup, so I don't think I'm going to trade this one. Although it's a perfect bull flag here, it's only the second one to the open, so this could be also really good. At 39.44, ENTX is going to open up. Nice. Yep, NLSP is having issues. Good thing I didn't trade it. That was the setup I gave back so much profit on this week. ENTX about to open up. Should be open already. Maybe it's a 5-minute, 10-minute hold. Could be a 10-minute hold. NLSP, this thing flushed. This is the move. I gave back so much profit. Thousands of dollars this month so far, you know, this week. Hopefully you guys avoided that one as well. No, it's not my dog. ENTX is still halted. Quite a choppy and wicky ticker NLSP now since the open. I mean, it's got wicks in all directions. Not a very consistent mover. That's why I've been a little uneasy on it. Pretty much every time I went long, I ended up closing right away. All my positions were small size too, like about half size. ENTX still halted. Kind of curious why. Let's see if we can find anything. That's a volatility halt, so maybe it's just a 10-minute halt. I actually quite liked ANIX quite a bit. It was one of my favorite looking ones pre-market, but hasn't really amounted to much. TOS is so slow for me today. Found bigger support here in the teens. I actually was thinking about trading this one, but I was long on NLSP. SEEL back in the game. Yeah, I totally agree, Corey. The thing about SEL is the pullbacks sometimes are flushes, and they're like quite often the case. I'm watching NLSP on the second screen thinking, okay, well, I don't know if I can muster up the courage to buy in this area where it looks like it could flush any moment. SEL, obviously, I was just about to say flush candidate as well, and there it goes. ENTX waiting for that open. ANIX found, looks like, decent amount of support, but it did break it. So if we break back above it, I might actually think about trading this one. NLSP, guys, about to break 7.2. ENTX opened up. I missed that one. They're up 34. It was halted at 34. They opened up at 46. It's a bit of a weird time frame. Looks like it was halted again. Are you guys long it? Whew. What a run. NLSP. NLSP looks like it's about to get halted here. See how 6 holds. Corey says TOS actually gave me a fill. Express had a perfect bounce there, huh? It's a nice move. ENTX is just next level. All right, SEEL, totally in the game. 950. This is a huge resistance zone, roughly at 4.5. Like, zoom in on this one, you can see this area is critical spot. Long term, this is an ugly chart. A lot of reverse splits and dilution. METX is actually kind of looking interesting almost, but as you know, it's a bad sign when, you know, ticker up only $30 million volume at this point. It looks kind of interesting. It's just not really that hot of a day. I don't really see a reason to gun it. Let's see what you guys are up to. PLTR was called out again. You guys still looking at PLTR? Oh, I guess it makes sense. That's interesting moves here it had. I don't really like trading these larger ones. Bigger resistance at 27. Having a bit of a bounce here back to the upside, but, you know, big question, are we going to break through that? That's a pretty good bottom bounce, though, on PLTR. NEPSE. NEPSE not popping up. So see GN popping. It is popping a little bit. It's also a big problem when there's too many tickers and they're all, you know, not looking super interesting. You know, there's no clear lead gapper, and although NLSP was probably going to be the clear lead gapper, it never really amounted to too much today. So traders are just kind of scanning here. That's also why I'm not really, you know, talking too much or trading too much. I'm just kind of thinking, you know, what's worth trading. Looks like several people say it's buffering a little bit. It's actually going really, the stream quality is looking really strong on my end. YouTube's got excellent connection. I have 0 drop frames for once here in Montenegro, so it's unusual that you guys are actually saying there's some buffering. I'm sorry about that. Maybe just because I'm talking less. All right, well, let's see if we get a little bit of a second movement here. A little bit of second wind maybe from NLSP right now. It's not really a great setup. We have 5-minute potential pullback happening right now with a possible break over 6.5 on VWAP. This is a little bit more aggressive of a trade because there's no really clear pattern I would really argue at this point. There goes the break, though. Ah, looks like it was a failed. Oh, let's see. Yeah, I don't know. I would have got shaken out for sure. Whew. Guys, I'm sorry. I'm so tired today. I don't know what's going on. I need a second coffee. I've only had 2 coffees today. I think that's the problem. Nice watching SEEL trying to punch it back above. Let's see if we can get a pop. Still pulling back a little bit. $27 holding. Try to move to the upside in the first 30 seconds, but it was kind of getting rejected the whole time. $27 does act like a bit of support. Trying to go long here at 21. Went long at 21. I like moving to the 30s. Taking some profits there. Small trade. That's good to look at the feet wet a little bit again. Ooh, NLSP. Quick move there. Big move on NLSP. Trying to take profit on NLSP. Taking profit there. That was a quick one. Sorry I wasn't able to switch the screen quick enough. I was kind of watching SEEL with you guys. It's kind of hard to maneuver back and forth from time to time like that. Oftentimes messes me up actually a little bit, so apologize if it's a bit slow. NLSP, what a freaking rip there to the upside. I'm watching SEEL, but NLSP right now, I mean, this is the one a lot of people are watching. The problem with this one is these 14% freaking moves that just fall off the face of the earth. Like, well, people are just weary of that. Oh, almost got filled on NLSP just now. Kind of tripped over myself. I gotta admit, I was looking too many tickers. SEL just dipped. Let's go back to NLSP. It's a little bit more exciting. Yeah, that was really a bigger sell-off. It's definitely a ticker you have to be a bit weary of, but then also sometimes just jump on it. New minute about to start here. Gonna hold. It's hard to say what this one's gonna do. It's still better, one of the better tickers today. NLSP is at all-time highs. 12 million float, 34 million market cap. No, in all honesty, it looks like it's doing pretty well here in this area. I wouldn't be surprised if it had a shakeout and then maybe ripped or just ripped right away. Volume's definitely on its side. That last sell volume was a little high though. Possible break at 7 here. Long size at 53. Oh, I'm selling off. Oi, oi, oi. Ho ho! Well, that was a massive loss. That was unfortunate. Did you guys see that? Of course, it was my bigger size. The one time I do bigger size today, I go full size. Of course, I think that was a $1,500 loss or something like that. Yep. That's how real traders do it. Doesn't stop me out for the day, but it sure as heck puts me pretty close to stopping out for the day. You know, I was so suspicious of NLSP that I really should have stuck to my gut feeling and said, you know what, I'm just not going to trade this one anymore. I stopped out at 53, which was not the perfect. No, that's not true. Hold on. Sorry, I just read my buy order. I stopped out at 5.9. It went down to 5.76, so it could have been worse. I avoided one of the bigger losers today. I avoided this one. Remember I was talking about this flush right here? I avoided that perfectly, but I didn't avoid this one. So, is what it is. It's a bit of a bummer, you know. I worked my way in the green today. I was like, okay, it's not a great day. I'll probably wrap it up pretty soon. I was literally just thinking that. And then boom, we just, you know, really time-stamped that loss just now, which was a little bit annoying. Yeah, surprise, it's not a halting. Yeah, it's a little whatever. I'm out. You got to manage your risk. This thing was dipping so fast. I could have, you know, it went down 18% all of a sudden. Who knows what's, you know, I'm not trading NLSP anymore, so this one's off the ticker. This one's off the roster. That puts us down 800 on NLSP, which kind of sucks because we were really making some good games. I'm going to quickly fill up my water, and I'll be right back. Yeah, so that was a little bit unfortunate. Oh well, not the end of the world. Luckily, we're still up, pretty good this week. This is still one of my better weeks, so I really can't complain. But yeah, I probably should have been a little bit more bird's eye view on NLSP just now, with that kind of shaky setup there. But yeah, it is what it is. I did get pretty conservative on that entry, and unfortunately, we went double size on it. I went conservative with the entry, but aggressive with the size, so. Ross just took a big dip on ENTX. I'm surprised he's even trading ENTX. Well, I guess it had a nice run up, but I felt like the halts on this one were a little bit weird. SEEL is a bit of a dip buy. I'd probably feel more comfortable buying dips today because then you're at least avoiding, or not really avoiding, but you might have less chances of a bigger flush if you're buying a backside dips. Ebon being called out. Yeah, Ebon is kind of moving here. It's not popping up my watch list. It's not up that much. $9.8 bigger resistance. ENTX is going to open up at 1320. I never did any more trading yesterday after the stream. I was saying I might do a little bit more trading, but I never ended up doing any. I was looking at it for a bit, and I was like, nah. Probably for the better. KOSS actually looks kind of interesting. A little flag pattern forming here, but also very close to a pennant. Kind of an interesting. NLSP selling off again. You know what's so depressing on NLSP? I did small size win, small size win, small size win, small size win, and then I finally go full size. It was the biggest loser, probably of the week percentage-wise too. This is classic. Classic. You can't even make that up. ENTX opened up just now. Appreciate it, Corey. I thought I was gonna beat you to it. ENTX now halting, but it's halted to the downside. Opened up, still selling off, but sometimes these have really, really nice bounces. Big support here at 775. I'm thinking 7, 5. I wonder if it's gonna break that. It seems to be showing decent support. Yeah, there's a nice little bottom bounce for sure. SEEL. It got rejected. Now it got rejected again. Doesn't look too good, I gotta say. KOSS also got rejected. Honestly, if you were in the green right now, I would probably say you should take your profits and run. This is not a data. Get too aggressive. Let's quickly check the swing trades. They are not even down that much today. We're pretty much we're so close back to break even. We almost were. Yes, actually yesterday we were at one point, but then we sold off a little bit again before the close. But yeah, it's nice to see our swing trades kind of coming back after being down 5K. So on swing trades, you just have to be patient. You really just got to give them some time. You got to have a longer term horizon and pick usually decent stocks that have a lot of hype around them. Buy at some lows and see how it goes. Yeah, Corey, I was kind of hoping that the same thing, a little bit of maybe midday action. SEL kind of popping up here. Nice breakout, slower, 5% move. Now we're getting like another 5% move here. Really paced today to be kind of extra conservative. I was thinking SEL could give us a little bit of opportunity. I'm not sure if I'm long it or not. Should have been. ENTX still kind of dipping here. I think ENTX got a lot of people on edge after that halt to the downside. Ooh, 24%. No joke. Brent says no trades yet for me today. Corey says boring Friday. Yeah, it's I wish I could have ended it, in the green. We were so close, honestly, so close. I think I'm just super weary right now of flushes. That's what I'm weary about. It sucked to get stuck in another flush. Brent said I had to do for the YouTubes. Yeah, maybe. Who knows? Maybe. That's a tough thing about streaming. You know, it's like there's many times where I definitely would have stopped trading, and but there's many times, who knows? Maybe I feel more okay about breaking rules. You know, so it's hard to say what would have happened. I'd be really careful with SEEL right now. Big resistance, kind of a possible third pullback week after didn't fake a failed breakout right here. I don't know. I've been getting burnt on these setups so much. Yeah, I mean the amount of debt the U.S. has is just a lot. But I think in general it seems like there's a really good initiatives in the package. A lot of help for families, kids, unemployed. I think generally it seems pretty good. But yeah, the debt in the U.S. is pretty heavy. Yeah, NLSP, you could see after this flush, people were just jumping ship. We could have got out at a little bit of a better price, but you got to stop out, or else you're setting up yourself for ruin if you're not. So we could have walked away with another 3% back in the bag, which is not nothing with this $1,200. That's or almost 13. Yeah, that's a $13,000 position size. That would have moved the needle. 450 or so dollars, $100 we would have got out of that one. But you also don't know if it's going to flush again. Then all of a sudden we're giving back another $1,000, and then another. It's just like trading. Number one, your risk management professional really is what it has to boil down to. Profits are secondary. Yeah, the NLSP chart has been the most hectic thing. That's why all my trades were so quick on it. I'm really kicking myself about this last one now that I think about it, because it was the same situation as over here. We had that like bull flag here that doesn't work out. Here we have that bull flag pattern that hasn't been working out on a lot of these yesterday and today. In hindsight, this was a really foolish move. In my eyes, though, I was waiting for a move down to the 50s, and I was like, okay, well, it's probably not going to, break higher here, so I'm going to try to buy a dip towards VWAP, and that's why I bought here at 653. So I had a good entry, technically, if, we just got one of these kind of normal kind of flushes. Who would have thought it was going to be the freaking flush of the day here, 17% in one candle. So for a bad situation, it could have been much worse, I suppose, but yeah. Nice top review. Happy to hear, man. Kicking butt. I'm gonna turn my light on a little bit here. KOS has actually ended up breaking out to the upside. Who would have thought? It's a slow mover, but it's a mover nonetheless. Thanks, Corey. Corey's trigger happy. I got it from Corey, Ricky. Check out the Discord. We have it in the TD Ameritrade section in the Discord. Nice move there on KOSS just now. Really good little ramping up session. Get him out. No worries, top review. Appreciate it though. ENTX. This one's selling off again. That dip was not nothing. Yeah, SEEL's definitely back. Ooh, KOSS just took its dip. There she goes. All eyes on SEEL. Huge sellers at 418. Oh, it's holding it though. 418 got chipped. What? Huge. Let's see if we can continue the rally there. SEAL's a tough one though. Got to watch out with this one as well. Three, four. I just missed my entry by 1 cent. Not really catching a break today. Moving my entry down. First 30 seconds we're selling off. 123 getting chipped away. Hell yeah, VWAP. Just read that. That's awesome, man. Congrats on the 2 years. Gotta say, SEEL looks quite interesting, but I don't know. Not convinced. – Possible sell-off here. With maybe an entry, I don't know. It's bouncing soon. 45, yeah. Yeah, I was like, okay, well this could be some good opportunity. But again, I was waiting for a little bit more of a sell-off. I didn't get that entry, and now it's, you know, doing that bounce I was waiting for. So, SEEL just kind of seeming to miss the moves here on this one. Yeah, it's struggling, definitely struggling. Whoa, there we go. I wasn't expecting that kind of pop at all, to be honest. KOS has actually ended up having a pretty sweet recovery here. %7 move. That's hilarious, Aaron. You found the Oatly milk. Yeah, that stuff is crack, man. It's quite nice, man. The chocolate one, whew, my go-to. The spread on KOS is next level. Really, Michael? That's absurd. SEEL having a flush here. Honestly, I'm not even surprised anymore of these kind of failed moves. Slow Friday here. Slow Friday. Yep, Jason. I was thinking maybe we'll be able to squeeze out a few more trades, but so far it's just a bunch of shaky setups. I don't know if we're going to do much more trading. I'm going to keep an eye on it. Honestly, I was interested in KOSS. Kind of turned away from that one a little too soon. SEEL is interesting, but you kind of have to trade it, I feel like, after a flush. Or the first pullback, maybe after a flush as well, but... Possible false breakout here in SEEL. I'm thinking since it's been such a slow market today, maybe we're going to see something kind of start popping soon, like something gets some new energy into it, but you know, the day could just be over in terms of morning trading. Can my team/Discord send me things? I'm not really sure what you mean by that. But, are you talking about the community? Like, everyone in the community? Yeah, I suppose so. Just email me and I could send it over to the PO box. KOSS, a little bit of a nasty dip here, huh? Nice, Jason. Alex at tradejournal.co, but I figured you probably already know that. It's also in the video description below. Man, oh man, guys, 10:36. We might have to wrap it up here for the second red day of the month in a row. I didn't really think we would dig ourselves out of the red after the bigger loss, but I did think we would, you know, keep trading. So I'm almost more disappointed that we didn't get more trading opportunities afterwards. I mean, technically, I could have got more aggressive on SEEL, but it just had that failed break, and this is a dangerous place to be trading it right here. This huge resistance zone. If SEEL does break that 4-4 kind of area, it might be an amazing midday runner or something like that. ENTX also popping up here. Possible break there at 7. Just missed my fill. I was looking for that continuation. Actually, it looked like, yeah, that would have been a good one actually on ENTX. That would have worked perfectly. Nice that we stumbled upon that trade, but unfortunately we didn't get the entry on it. Whoa, SEEL, guys, right, it's going right now above 4-4. Keep an eye on this one. Big move. Let's see if we get an entry on this one. Still selling off a little bit after that big rally. 38 was the low. Long 2,000 shares here. Looking for that continuation. New minute starting soon. I'm gonna take some profits there because it just took a little bit too long. Definitely a stronger push. Long at 43. I mean 36. We want to see that push over 41, right? That's what we're waiting for. Volume came in looking good. 440 was getting chipped, but a little slower now. I just stopped out on accident. I meant to place it one lower. I was just moving it. Oh well, it is what it is. We stopped out. That's just how it goes. I can't believe that happened. Oh well, sloppy. It is what it is. I placed a stop there because this ticker's flushed before, and I was like, there's no way I want to be stuck in a flush again. So that's why I placed a stop. Unfortunately, I placed it on basically the support zone instead of 1 cent below it. That was my original ticket. I think I probably would have closed there. I don't know. Either way, this would have been a small profit. I think I would have stopped out on that one. So it is what it is. Let's keep watching it. Technically, this was just a failed breakout, so I'm being a little cautious here. I love that we broke 4-4. I didn't think we were going to get that just now. I thought maybe we might get it later in the day. But I think that, got a few people excited. Still selling off, though. It's very weird how SEEL moves. It's hard to, I would argue, find a proper pattern on it, or just find a proper way to trade it. Not to mention what we've seen on this one since the open has not been, something that really warrants a lot of confidence. So I just turned my touchpad off and I don't even know how. All right, turn it back on. All right, so nice little pop there. All right, what? Stickers all over the place. I'd probably be pooping myself if I was along this one. Aaron says, "Once upon a time, SEEL was a hot stock." That's hilarious. Yeah, something like that. What did ENTX do? I wasn't even watching that one. Oh yeah, failed breakout. Oof, nasty. That's nasty. Oh, what a disaster today. Oh man, I had such I I didn't have the highest hopes for the market, but I had high hopes for like myself a little bit. I was like, okay, you know what? Like I'm feeling good. I'm gonna trade the market we're in. And you know what? To some extent, I was doing that. I wasn't really doing sloppy stuff till just that flag accident, which I feel like I called out I need to avoid. So that was not the best. Take care, Michael. See you Monday, man. Yeah, we're probably gonna wrap it up here too. NLSP, giving us the bigger loss today, down 800 on that one, and then pretty much across the board, just a bunch of scratches. So we're ending the day here at 810 negative. Kind of a bigger red day. I was kind of stoked that we didn't really have any bigger red days the whole month. We had a small red day yesterday. It's all a little bit unfortunate, honestly. SEEL is just tight. You're squeezing here for 1%, and then you're just always constantly risking that bigger 5-6% sell off. It's hard to jump on it. To start full time, I would probably argue 25K would be a good starting size. But if you want to start a little bit more chill, I would start with 6,000, go in a cash account, alternate it so you can trade $1,000 3 times per day, and then just keep going from there till you're consistent. And once you're consistent, then switch to the 25K. Or else, if you go straight to the 25K and you have no experience, you might do something. Actually, there's like a very high chance that you're going to lose it. Yeah. So I think that's going to wrap it up for me. I don't know if you guys have any questions. I'm just going to move the camera down just a tad bit here. Probably not. I think we kind of covered mostly everything today. Laptop cam, that's not the right one. Sorry for all that flickering. So I think we'll go ahead and wrap it up. If you guys do have any questions, I'll check out the stream one more time. SEEL is still trying to pump it here. My problem with paper trading is the fact that you really lack, like, the hardest parts about trading don't really come up, I feel like, with paper trading. And at one point, you're just not going to really take it seriously. I would do paper trading to like learn the buttons and learn hotkeys and like just learn your setup. And I still paper trade on like new platforms just to see what it's like. But I don't practice actual day trading with paper. But everyone's different. Do whatever works for you. I can only say what works for me. No, you don't really need 50K. I think 50K is unnecessary. Maybe 30K, because at least you don't go negative below 25K. All right, guys, that's pretty much it then. So yeah, we're ending the day down 810. Really unfortunate, really, really unfortunate, but it is what it is, you know. I shoulda, coulda, woulda stopped trading earlier. I should have not been trading these sketchy moves on NLSP. I knew they were sketchy moves. That's why I was, you know, small size, small size. I didn't hold. Small size, didn't hold. Small size, I barely held it. This was my biggest winner. Arguably, I mean, it's ridiculously small. But and then here, we finally had this flag pattern, and all the flag patterns on NLSP failed. And I knew that, and because they were failing pre-market. So I was like, I'm not going to hold, I'm not going to trade the bull flags. You know, in hindsight, I wasn't really trading the bulls, like, or at the moment, I wasn't really trading the bull flag, because on NLSP, I thought we would have a descending channel here a little bit, which technically is still a bull flag. But that's why I entered here at 53. So at 53 was my entry, which actually wasn't even that bad of an entry. And I thought we might continue flagging out, or we might have a little bit of a, you know, move back to the upside. That was kind of my game plan, which I still think was pretty sound. But at the same time, I think I should have been more realistic with the fact that, you know, NLSP didn't hold this bull flag, so it was probably going to flush again. And since today's Friday, it's a little bit of a weaker day. I'm already not doing the hottest today. Maybe I should have just left it, but you know, it's, you know, hindsight, it's you could ramble as much as you want about what you could have, should have, would have done. And the fact is, at the time, it seemed like a pretty good trade, and I definitely get why I thought it was a good trade. I was already going conservative on it. I just wish I didn't go full size. You know, I went half size on all these trades because I knew NLSP was shaky. So why did I gun it so much here? You know, that's a little bit unfortunate. I think that's like a real probably mistake more than anything, but I don't know. So yeah, I don't know how much we lost on NLSP. I'll have to watch the replay, but I think it was over 1,000. I'm pretty sure it was over $1,000. That, yeah, it was definitely over $1,000 because we had a few hundred profits before the trade, and then we lost over 800 after the trade. So yeah, so it was like $1,000 something loss. I don't know what it was. Nice, Bren. Walk away. No trades is fine. You know, no trades is better than red trades, right? So there's nothing wrong with not trading, and yeah, that's what it is. All right, guys. Well, we're still green for the month. We're very green for the month. We're still very green for the week. You know, it's just unfortunate that, you know, yesterday and today were red days. That's one thing about, you know, trading that's a little bit, you know, annoying. It's like you know, you can work all day and lose money. It sucks, but you know, there's a lot of jobs like that, and there's also, like, you know, you start your own company, you could work all year and lose money, right? And that's happened to me before. So that's totally fine. You get used to it. Yeah, guys. Then I will see you then first thing tomorrow morning, or no, Monday morning. I don't know when the next market holiday is, but we'll keep that in mind. Next market holiday is in May, so we got plenty of time till that happens. We got all of April then. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Till next time, stay safe and make some awesome trades, or just don't trade at all. It's probably the best thing to do. Ciao, ciao, guys.